I wanted to be able to get on here because you guys, what we know is that everybody knows, you know, they love Arbonne. They want to tell people about Arbonne, but then we get in our head and we get stuck on how do we tell somebody about Arbonne, and we want to be able to get help because, or we want to help you because we know you have people that you want to help and you want to talk to, but we get in our own way. And what I want people to know first and foremost is what I think people struggle with the most is just getting over the fear of asking us to help you, because I promise you the willingness for us to help you, I mean, hold your hand, help you side by side, is here for you with happy hearts, because we know, you guys, what it takes to build this business. And as simple as it is, you're incorporating a brand new thing into your life, and you're also incorporating, you know, a whole new skill set of how you're going to do this. And you fight yourself in your head of what you think people are going to think about you. And if I could say anything that would help you on this call right now, and I know most of you were just on our Take a Look call, and if that speaks to your heart and your head at the same time, and I really do think it has to be both. I mean, we can understand that in our head, but if it doesn't like touch in your heart, like how exciting it is to know that you first have all of this for you and your family, but that you also have this gift to be able to go out and give to the world. That's the part that I would ask for you to decide for yourself. Do an evaluation and go, did my head and my heart just want to jump out of my chest whenever I was hearing all the information about who Arbonne is, who they've always been, and what they do, and how they help make a difference in this world for people to live life on their terms in every way. And if you can have that in your heart, you guys, us helping you formulate an ask to go out and talk to people is going to be the easy part, because your head and your heart should be thinking of all the people right now that you know you would love to share this with. I have some notes that I took because I wanted to be somewhat organized and help you guys know kind of what the process would be of asking people. And you guys, we have a getting started on on our Nation website. We have a getting started that helps people know what they need to do to be able to start. And it's an 18-minute video. So if you want, I would encourage everybody to watch those. I like to do that before we do like a little getting started Q&A. But I want you to know the goal is minimum 2,500 out of everything that we do. This is what we want to help you do, is hit 2,500 minimum. That's a good goal. A great goal would be 6,000 and go district, like I said, this month before April 1st. That's a great goal. And an awesome goal would be to do 10,000. And I'm going to show you how you can make that goal, those goals happen, because it's by adding 1 to 2 new business builders in a month. And so I'm going to just pull this one up real quick. And for everybody that's new, we have to sponsor, we have to ask if we want to hit. You can do 2,500, you guys, because we all know 8 people that would want to live healthy with the skincare, nutrition, makeup, and cosmetics. You take one of those ASVPs and you do that 8 times, and you're going to be hitting a $2,500 goal. So we just ask people right now, I would encourage you, write down 8 names of people you know that would want to get healthy yourself. But the beauty in this business, and where time leveraging comes into place, and where you get to move into that next level of qualification before April 1st, everybody that's here can be 10,000 by April 1st when you go out and you share that with people that you know could benefit from this as a business, or become passionate about these as with these products and helping people they know with you. And when you add people to your business as business builders, then what we do is that we make sure that we teach them exactly the same thing we're helping teach you. We don't drop them and just go, yay. You know, it's like we would say, I know who some people on here. Chris is on here. She has Leah on here, and Leah has Sophia. It would be awesome. You know, we would say, okay, Chris, it's great. You've got Leah. How awesome. You know, yay for you. But then we didn't help Leah go build a team and help Leah be the you in this situation and help Leah go start building people. And then now we have Leah who has Sophia, and we don't go, oh, that's so great. You have a business builder that has a business builder. No, we help Sophia become the you, and then we help Sophia go and get business builders, so that we help start that duplication process that helps people do this. And whenever you're selling 2,500 because you know 8 people that you want to help personally right now, and you help a new person get started and help them think of their 8 people they want to get started, and they do 2,500, and this one does 2,500, and this one does 2,500, you've got 10,000, and that's you doing first step area and finishing district in your first month. This is what I teach you guys, because this is what I did 16 years ago in the dark ages of Arbonne. And I don't mean to sound like, why don't we do it today easier? But it is, that's what I want you to know, is that it's not me judging you. It's me helping you be excited that if I did that 16 years ago, do you know what you can do with that today? Because we have way more products. We didn't even have nutrition, and we have virtual like this right now that has nothing that can slow us down or hold us back. The only thing that slows us down or holds us back is us. And that's what we want to do and help you guys work through, because we want to help you not worry about a no if you hear a no. You guys, what my goal would be for you on that is that you start feeling sorry for people that tell you no to Arbonne, instead of you feeling sorry for yourself that they told you no and you still don't have the activity that you want. Because I promise you, they're the biggest loser in that, not you. There's enough people out there in the world that need to get healthy and will appreciate this information when you share it with them, that will start living this and doing this with you, that you can still get successful and stay healthy because you're living it. Those people are going to struggle out there every day making life what they need it to be or want it to be without Arbonne, because Arbonne just makes it simple and easier and affordable, and you have all the support to go with it at the same time. So that being said, we want to help you know that's the goal. And let me get back up here to the getting started thing. It's going to be slow. Okay, so, and then you've signed up, you order your ASVPs. We want to help you identify those people, like I said, 8 to 10 people that you know would get healthy and that you thought of instantly whenever you decided to join this as a business. Who did you think of, and who are you thinking of right now? Be writing those names down, because these are going to be people that we're going to help you know how to ask to get activity for your calendar. So find the 8 to 10 people, and we'll show you what Dream Team is. And the other thing we want you guys to do is start making your Facebook and Instagram social media posts that tell the world you're getting healthy. We don't, and there's ways, you guys, there's a guide, there's a social media tool that I could pull up and show you. But there's a guide that tells you step by step by step how to make a post on your social media pages to let people know you're getting healthy, and see who comments and likes that, and or responds to them wanting to do it with you. And we will guide you through that. So these are the ways that we're going to start immediately reaching out to people that we want to have join our business and start gathering interest and letting people become interested in us. And after you make the initial post, you guys, I would encourage you to start being social on your social media with Arbonne. I know a lot of us spend time on social media, and maybe some of you don't. But if you don't, start practicing this, because it will connect you to a whole world of people that you already have that are warm market people because they follow you or are friends with you. And they're going to be people that you could say, hey, would you be willing to take a look? And we'll go over some verbiage in a minute. But I know I've been telling people, Amber Willard is the mom that I referenced earlier, you guys, that has the little girl that's fighting cancer. Love her like a daughter. But you guys, I love just following her on social media because she does such a beautiful job, and she's not perfect at it. I mean, I love that it's not like her looking her best every day. Some days it's her in the hospital. And that is what helps you guys, is just being a normal person that's out there, not being your highlight reel, but being excited about what you can do for your health and wellness goals because you do Arbonne. And I tell people, like, follow somebody like her. You have a whole different world of people than she does. And what I would recommend is if you see her post something or do an unboxing of her Arbonne products, mimic it. Like we always say in Arbonne and have for years, the best copycat wins, because people that are doing stuff that's working, if somebody else comes in and does it with them, they're going to get the same results too. So, I mean, and not exactly the same, but you'll get results because you're doing it, you're doing activity. So instead of trying to figure out, well, how do I do social media good? Go follow somebody who's good at it in Arbonne and is getting results, because she literally can't work outside of her virtual events because she's in a hospital all the time taking care of her daughter. And so that's a great person to learn the social part of Arbonne from and just start copycatting. Anything that you see her doing on her social media, do something like it for the people that are watching you. Because what people start saying is, hey, I've been watching you, and hey, I know you do Arbonne, or hey, you know, what do you think about this stuff really? And it starts conversations with people that you don't even think of. So they're kind of like a side note group of people that are going to pop up for you, in addition to the people that you're initially thinking of and writing down as, right now, these are the names that I'm thinking of. And whenever I used to sit with people in person in Arbonne, or whenever I'd start people with Arbonne, in person or virtually, I would sit down and I would say, okay, Sophia, I'm just going to use you, honey, and I'm sorry because you're the name that pops in my head the fastest right now. I would say, okay, Sophia, tell me who you would love to do this business with. And you could even write in the chat right now, Sophia, if you're thinking of some names, write down some names for me in the chat section of this call and tell me, who would you love to have join this business with you? Who do you think would be good at this business? Who do you think would want to get healthy with you? Give me some of those names. And if they showed me, and I would draw like 4 circles, because I would try to show them that circle chart on how they're going to be able to go area manager, you guys. And hey, Katie, glad to have you on here too. But both of you girls right now, think of more people. You got to have more than one. So give me more. You see that? Think of 10 people that would want to get healthy with you. Think of 10 people that you would want to have dream. But I will tell you, I used to draw like 4 circle charts and say, give me 4 names. And when people named off names like this, they would say, Leah, Chris, Katie, Sophia. I'm like, okay, that was way super fast. Give me 4 more. Because if you thought of 4 that fast, you've got more in your head that you could think of right now. And I have them do that. Those are the names that I want you guys to start asking with right away. And then those are the names that I want you to get with your upline and let them help you know how to ask with skill. That's where we partner with you every step of the way. You don't have to figure this out by yourself. And we don't want you making mistakes. It's not like any mistake is unfixable. There are no Arbonne emergencies, I guarantee you. I've done this for 16 years. There's not an emergency that happens here, which is such a great thing about this business. But we want to help you do it better because we've helped you build skill in it right from the beginning instead of having to go back and fix it, okay? And then we're going to use the funnel method to help you guys be able to know where to get people to funnel into this activity for your calendar. And I'm going to show you that in just a second whenever I get this to work for me the way I want it to. I have to find it. Okay, so here's the funnel method, you guys. And this is the ask. When we ask people, sometimes people are going, like these people that I'm talking to you about, we're definitely talking to them about taking a look at this business. A take a look is just like what we got off of right before this call. And we want to ask people, take a look at this business. And we're going to help you connect the dots and see. And I'll show you this in just a second. And if they say, no, I can't do that, then we're going to say, you know what, then will you just host a group of people that you think might be interested in hearing this information that I want to share with you, and I can share it with you and your friends and help you get some great benefits whenever we do. And it can be an in-person event or it can be a virtual. Everything we do, you guys, is now a group event or one-on-one, and it's in-person or virtual. That's activity. It doesn't matter what it looks like. That qualifies as activity. Group, one-on-one, in-person, or virtual. And so we do business like this all the time. So we're going to ask them, would you host a group event? And that can be in-person or virtual. If they say no to that, we're going to try to say, would you let me swing by, or would you just get on and let me share it with you, just you? And we'll do a one-on-one with them or invite them to one of your one-on-ones. And I would encourage you to right now have a couple of days that you're going to be doing 2 in-person live events and 2 virtual events, because there's going to be people that you can invite in both of those arenas. And if people can't come in person to the days that you have picked, then that's the opportunity that you can move them over and put them into one of your live virtual events. And then if they won't do that, then would you let me help send you some samples, or ask for a referral of people that they think might. Wherever people land in the funnel, you guys, these arrows that go up and down, let's say I wanted them to do the business, but they just decided to host an event for me, in person or virtual. Once I get them at an event and their friends and family buy Arbonne, I'm going to get them back up and say, now do you see why I wanted you to look at this as a business? Because look at how your friends love this. And now I'm going to move them back up the funnel. So we start at the top of the funnel most of the time, work down, but the goal is to work back up the funnel all the way back up to them seeing this as a business for themselves. And, and I think there was something I was going to say, but I don't know. So, but, oh, I know what I was going to say. If people are not wanting to do this as a business, and let's say you're not, it's not people you know, it's just people you thought of and have communicated that they need health and wellness support, then we're going to tell them, take a look at these products. A take a look, you guys, can be for the business or the products or both. We always do both in every one, just like we did today. But if people, you know, it's kind of awkward whenever people go, gosh, I'm so sick and I just got a horrible report from my doctor, and you go, hey, would you take a look at my business? You know, we got to use our brain a little bit, you guys, and know that's going to be somebody you're going to say, hey, I would love for you to take a look at these products that Arbonne have that help people truly transform their health and wellness in such a clean and safe way at a rapid pace. I think it would help change your life. Tell me no if it's not a fit for you, but let me share it with you first. And that's the same thing. So take a look can be either way, business or products. But if it ends up being products, we're going to ultimately talk to them about becoming a business partner like we did today. So this is how the ask is going to go. And I'm going to teach you how to ask, you guys. But this is, and then this is our goals. Remember, 8 ASVPs, 2,500, 1 to 2 new business builders. If you talk to about 40 people in a month, you guys, which we want to do 40 asks in 48 hours, then you're going to hit these goals automatically. But these are all those kinds of activities that we can do. The take a look, the group discover, which is kind of what we just did a while ago, home group event, virtual group event, healthy living group event, where you get like 8 detoxers together. We have our 30 days of clean eating starting tomorrow. Who do you know that you could ask and invite to start this group with you? Order their ASVP and add them to this clean eating group and be accountable with each other. Healthy skin group, which is the RE9 set that's on special right now. We have a special group starting for that the next Monday. And then a coffee shop meeting, a Zoom group event, a Facebook Live event, sample or referral. All of these activities are what is going to help give you these results. And we're going to do it because we do these asks, okay? So this is what we like to funnel, and this is just where I talked about the ASVPs, and you want to get all 3 if you can. If not, help people get 2. Even if they're a client, we want people living these products inside and out, the whole catalog. And then if you can't pick one or the other, if you can't do that, start with the I want it all, but I'm on a budget, and then host an event and help them get more and share more. Even if they were able to order all 3, still help them host that event, because we want to help share what they're excited about with their friends and family. So these are all ways, if you think of all these things of why and how people would be excited to do activity, to share this with people, this is how. And this funnel sheet is on our page, but I just think it's kind of a visual to help you see kind of what I'm trying to help you understand when you're learning everything and so much of it all at the same time. So back to let's see if I go back to my pictures. These little thumbnails are also on my website. And the one that I want you guys to look at is now this one. This is how you ask. And the key points to every ask, you guys, I know there's different ways that people can ask, and you've got to do what's good for your personality. But I will tell you, this is what I think is a very skilled, intentional, yet genuine ask. And I have used this ask for 16 years. It has built me a multi-million-dollar health and wellness business. And it doesn't leave much room for people to tell you no without hearing it first, which is what we know is that if people, they say N-O because they don't K-N-O-W enough. And if people will hear what it is, then they see why you wanted to share it with them. So these are the points that we say, hey, Sophia, I don't know if this would be a fit for you or not. 2 is the one thing that you guys are going to change up. Connect the dots for whoever you're talking to personally, which is, why did you think of them? That's what you're going to put in here. Why did you think of them for the products? Why did you think of them for the business? And you're going to write in there, hey, Sophia, I don't know if this would be a fit for you or not, but I know you work really hard and appreciate health and wellness. Boom. That's number 2. 3, feel comfortable telling me no if this ends up not being a fit for you. But I would love to share Arbonne. Hear it first and before you say no, and then suggest a few dates and times. So, hey, I don't know if this would be a fit for you or not. I've started a business called Arbonne. I think you would totally appreciate it and want to live it, whatever you would say about that person. here, because you care about health and wellness, feel comfortable telling me no, but let me share it with you first. We have a call at 1 o'clock today. Would you be able to hop on? If not, let me know when you have some time, and we'll cater an event for you specifically so that you can get on and hear it, because I really think you would love it. Do you guys see and have any questions about this? Because this is the main focus of this time right here together, is how helping you feel confident and making those asks right now to start filling your calendar for March so that you can hit those goals that we've talked about. Does anybody have questions about this?
Hey, Carleeta, it's Lindsay Duggar. I'm on Devin's team in St. Louis, or just in Illinois.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, I have had trouble connecting with millennials. I typically start with the business as a part of the funnel. Is it okay to move directly down the funnel, or do you stick with the business because you know that's where they should be? No, and you just got to make it clear.
No, I mean, if you think they're going to hear you more on the products, start the products, and then at the same time say, I really think you're going to love the business, but I'd love to share these products with you because they're what you live every day. And I think I can save you money and get you healthier and help you be so excited that you have a one-stop shop for everything you work so hard to live anyway.
Okay. Thank you.
And that's what I was going to say too, to follow up just the 5 key points, or the key points to every ask, Lindsay, is if they say, you know, actually I can't get on at 1, I'm kind of busy this week, you know, let's just say that's their typical answer. Like they basically are sweetly telling you no. Then that's where, like my mom was saying, if you have a Facebook Live in place, like, hey, that's okay. I get being busy. Actually on Tuesday night at 8, I'm just going to be going live in a little, you know, private Facebook group of just some friends that I have asked to hear more about this business or these products. If I added you to that group, would you be able to just hop on for 10, 12 minutes?
Okay.
And you can add her to that. You know, so having that event in place helps you work down the funnel. But then also you can go, well, would you be willing to host a Facebook Live event? They're super quick. I do all the work. They're so much fun. I'll shower you, you know, in gifts, little samples, free things.
Right.
And see if you can get that activity on your books if they come back with a couple notes initially.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Perfect. And those are things like, guys, what I want to tell you is run your ask by your upline first. The other thing I know we do in my nation group is we tweak people's ask. And some people are comfortable putting it in there and then I tweak it right there. Some people send it to me privately and then I tweak it, but I post it and nobody knows who that came from, but I let it be an example that helps everybody learn at the same time. And so what I would say is use, Lindsay, can you type in the chat your little thing, copy and paste the one that you sent me in the chat? But you guys, what I would do is take one like what Lindsay has that she took from Amber. And you guys, we just borrow from everybody and find some in there that you use as a guide. Honestly, you really don't even have to change anything, but like the specifics about the person that it is you're going to be talking to and asking, that's all you have to change. Use somebody else's ask and just copy paste, but just make sure you're connecting that number 2 to the person that you're talking to. The rest of it's all the same. I mean, the dates and times of when you're going to do a discover or a take a look or a live event, those things are different, but everything else is the same. So don't retype everything every time. Copy, paste, change the few little things that are specific for your people and duplicate, you guys. That's how we make this business work with everybody's busy lives. We help support you in that. So that's the ask and how you do it, making sure you run it by an upline. Don't send it out because, I mean, even though you think you've got it, your head is still missing some things sometimes. And it's easy for an upline to look at it and go, oh, I would add this, or don't do this, you know, because it's going to leave you hanging for too long. This will help you get faster results. And then Lindsay has that suggested one that we can give you guys to kind of play with, save, and work with. And then, like I have said, like mimic somebody on your social media, because that's another huge outreach that just throws a wide net, you guys. We think of people that we do life with right here, and it's a very small world, even though there's a lot of people. It's just a connection. Who have you had a connection to in your life? Who's in your phone? Who's on your social media? But when you put yourself out there in social media, people start following you that aren't even connected to you yet, and that you get a chance to say, hey, would you take a look at this? And if we use everything at the same time, you guys, that's how people move faster. If you're doing in-home group events, if you're doing in-person events, if you're doing virtual events, if you're doing social media postings and watching who's following you, those are all ways that you're getting things moving in your business that's stirring up the dust and kicking up dust and helping you get your traction to go forward in your business. So I think that is it. Really, let me back up and make sure I didn't have anything else that, this one would be the other thing. The 40 ask in 48 hours. Like we said, put 2, 2, 2. Put 2 in-person events on your calendar like we talked about so you have a place to funnel people to. Put 2 virtual events on your calendar, and it can be Zoom or Facebook, and do 2 business asks at least. Like 2, 2, 2 starting out. And let's do some business dream team things like the take a looks and stuff for you. If you ask for one, we do it, we put it out to everybody, but we're scheduling it around you and what your people say yes to. And then practice your ask verbiage, that 5 key points to every ask. Voice message your people to your upline and start messaging them and the 40 people in 48 hours, and then funnel them all into your events.
And there's a generous gift for the 40 people in 48 hours. You'll want it.
Yes, yes. So that's the goal, you guys. And if we just do that and then consistently ask daily, the Road to Maui Challenge is a challenge we have, and it's 5 or more ask a day. And you guys, it sounds overwhelming, but you can literally get it done in like 15 minutes and even less time than that. And I would tell you also another tip that I would say in getting bookings and activity on your calendar is make a time to sit with your upline like this right now. This is us sitting with you. And if you haven't been sending some of the asks while you're half listening to me, which would be fine with me, then make sure that you get with your upline and do like little booking blitzes every day. Or get with somebody that you have a time where you can line up with somebody's schedule, and you work with them every day and say, okay, at 5:15, let's get together and do our ask. Because it just helps you. I know Lindsay has done that a lot with Amber and stuff, and it just helps them both go, okay, you know what? I didn't do it today yet. I'm tired. Let's do it together real quick right now. And you just like your Road to Maui Challenge people, that would be something you would want to do with your Road to Maui Challenge people. But just get with people that are going to sit and do those asks right away, right now with you, so that you get them done and you don't keep tomorrowing it or next weeking it or next monthing it, you guys, because that is what happens to people's businesses. Oh, I'm going to do a better month next month. Oh, it'll be a better month next month. The day you decide to be disciplined in doing your ask, no matter what, will be when your month and your life get better. John Maxwell says all the time, the best way to predict your life is to create it. This is how you own your life. That's why I put that little thing on this thumbnail to invite you guys to come to this, was own your life. And this is how you do it. This is how you're going to get life on your terms and live every day like you want, because you can. So, questions?
I have a question.
Yes. Hi, Leah.
So, I have a question as far as no's go, because I have quite a few people that are ready to start, and they're like, okay, come tax return time, I'm your girl. And so I've been following up with them, and now they're like, I can't wrap my head around $300 when I have a heating bill to pay. And my response has been I totally get what you're saying financially. And I go back through well, did you remember this about our conversation? Or did you watch the video by Dr. Tanda Cook? And then sometimes they even say I understand how hard it is financially, believe me. But if I did not take the chance to put myself out there and buy this nutrition kit just on credit when I started, I would still be throwing up in this pregnancy, losing weight, but still looking really fat, having no energy. And kind of go into my testimony and say, and not only my life has changed, like my husband's life and all of this. And like, I'm kind of like past the point where I feel like, oh, defeated. I truly feel sorry for them because I know their goals. Like we've spent time talking about it. So how do you, when somebody just says no, like, and you've invested so much time and you know their goals and you know that they wanted to start, like, how do you, like, without discouraging them, but like,
let me help you. Okay. What you guys need to understand in your head first is you need to know every reason she told you no, or they've told you no, that they can't. You guys, honestly, it is exactly the reason why they need to. Make sure that
right.
clicks in your brain and that you understand that. Lindsay, did you have something?
And Leah, to save yourself, especially being pregnant, the mental, like agony of trying to convince her, go, oh my gosh, I totally get it. It was such a stretch for my husband and I. I'm so grateful we did though. However, I have the best news for you. You can totally earn your entire kit for $90 and help her host, whether it's virtually, via Facebook Live, and tell her it takes 3 people wanting to do this with you, and I can literally get you your kit for $90 using the Host Rewards program. Or if she's in person or someone that would do it in person, be like, I'll get everything ready. It doesn't have to be, where you clean the toilets, hang the disco ball. It can be something quick, simple. But if you have, 3 to 5 friends that you think would want to learn about this too. And like my mom said, just hearing this information will change their life. But if you can get 3 other friends that want to do this with you, $90 is how much it will cost you.
And do the breakdown too. I mean, I would rather you get an event out of it and get it for $90, but even if they don't want to do that, it breaks down to $4.44 a meal. So at that point, you need to challenge people and go, do you ever buy a coffee at Starbucks or at some cute coffee shop? How much do you spend on that? And I promise you, because I travel a lot and I walk by these Starbucks that are everywhere that has a line wrapped around everything. And I'm like, I look at the menu and I'm like, I help people eat 2 meals a day and get healthy and get rid of the doctor's visits and the co-pays and the prescriptions and all that and they're already doing what it is I'm doing. They're eating and drinking every day and I'm saving them money and getting them healthy. I mean, it's $4.44. So I really do struggle. I mean, I'd have given anything whenever I was broke as a joke to have had Arbonne to live on. I'd have been the healthiest poor girl you'd have ever seen in your life because I'd have been living on these products because it's the cheapest way to live. So that's where I would even you have to have your personality. My personality is sarcastic and isn't always received well. But it is in people's faces a little bit, challenge people and their mindset, you guys, because do you know, I'm challenging your mindset right now because if I let you keep thinking the way you're thinking, you're going to keep living the way that mindset has helped you live up until now. Until you change how you think and until they change how they think, nothing in your life is going to change. Does that click with anybody? Amen. Thank you, Linz. I love your mother.
Hey, it for sure does. I was going to also just kind of piggyback off of, yeah, I saw it just a second. I was also going to piggyback off of what Leah was just asking about. So Carleeta, I know your personality is more maybe than some of ours, but I feel like sometimes I think about a response that I want to give back to somebody, talking about rejection, or whenever people say no to you. Like I said, piggybacking off of Leah. And sometimes I sit there and just think about it. And I'm like, okay, what would Carleeta say in this moment? Because, sometimes it is easier for people to have people tell us no, because we want to sit there and help them understand how it can be a fit. So I like what you said, Carleeta, just now, is their exact reason for saying no is the exact reason they need it. So do you ever come out though and tell people that and say, hey, you know what? Because I'm just literally thinking of a girl right now that messaged me earlier. And I asked her, and I literally think she would be amazing because she values healthy living and everything already. But, and she told me, she's like, oh girl, I can't even wrap my head around doing anything like this. She's like, I'm a paralegal and I work 40 hours a week and my weekends and nights I spend with my family. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So do you ever come out though and tell people like, hey, you know what? That's the exact reason why I thought of you. Like, do you say that? You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I absolutely do. And I paint the picture. You guys, we have to help people see out of the tunnel they're in. People are just like, they have blinders on and they're just in this tunnel, and they're like Groundhog Day every day. It's like, this is how I live every day because it's the only way I know how to live. And you're helping them wake up. And the reason I use kind of some shock factor is sometimes you have to it's my nursing brain, but you have to do those cardiac shocks on people's chests to make them go, whoa, wait a minute, what did you just say? And wake up to the life you're living, because hear me, it's not that you say that or do it. I don't even know how I can explain that, but you kind of just have to shock people out of the zombie phase that they're in, because they're in this mode of just doing it the same way they've always done it because they don't know how to do it any different. And unless somebody shakes them, literally, you guys, Martha McIntyre, all those times I was saying no to her, she literally took me by the arms and shook me and said, do you know how much money I make? And I thought she was crazy. But you know what she did was I remember that vividly because she shocked me when she did that. So, we have to sometimes use some shock language to get people to hear us, and then we can talk to them about why and say, just hear it. At that point, then I back off and I become my sweet self. I'm a little bit like Sybil, multiple personalities as needed. And I will say, you know what? That's why I want you to listen. Because I know if you, as amazing as you are at what you do, you spend all of your time doing it. And in Arbonne, if you put a fraction of that time into what this is, you would be a multimillionaire living on your terms every day, working a fraction of the hours that you have to work right now as a paralegal or whatever it is. Then you puff them up back to, why did you think of them in the first place? What were those dream team qualities that made you think of them? Leah, does that help?
I was muted. That's good. Yeah. Okay. I hope it helped Leah, but that even helped me just to hear it again. That's just, because sometimes you do feel like you kind of come to a dead road, and then you're like sometimes you look at their message. I know sometimes I will read a message 3 or 4 times, be like, okay, how should I reply to this? Because, I think what Leah was trying to get at too, is that you just want them to hear your heart, and you want them to hear your intention, and you don't want them to think that you're just another person that they thought of. Because sometimes if I hear a no, I just move down the funnel pretty quickly. But sometimes if I really think that they are, good, their integrity and, all the things that we look for in business builders, then then that's hard for me. That's where I'm always like, okay, but how do I, I never want to push the envelope, but it's but how can I take this conversation a step further? Because I know I need to.
I love that, Kaylee, because I will tell you guys, I say that all the time. You guys are way too nice. Way too nice. You take no too easily. And the name of my nation years ago when we were small, we used to name a nation when you went MVP. My nation name is Challenge Seekers, because this business is for people who seek out challenges or are not good enough with status quo. They get tired of the same old, same old. They want a challenge in life. But at the same time, you have to challenge people with their life, because people just don't know. It's our job. What we do in this business more than anything is we give vision. We help paint vision on how life could be different if you just did something different with the great qualities that you have. And so, really, you have to not accept the first no. We did a training at GTC years ago, and it was called, how many yards do you gain after the first hit? Think about football. The most important statistic in football is when somebody gets hit with the ball moving forward towards their goal, did they stop right there? Did they get driven back 5 or 10 yards? Or did they get hit but push forward and still gain some yards, or at least not lose yards? That's what that's the visual that I want you guys to have. I got hit with a no. What am I going to do with it? Am I going to apologize for even asking and lose yards? Am I going to at least hold my position? But then how do I gain yards? What can I do to help push forward and gain yards closer to getting this person to see what it is I see for them? So put that football statistic in your head. It's the most important one you need in Arbonne too. Don't take the first no. You guys run through your list really fast. Not that you ever run out of people, you guys. Your contact list never shrinks. It only grows. But you run through your list so fast because you take that first little no that people give you, and then you start feeling like I have no one else to ask, and then you silently quit and stop showing up and decide this business can't work for you, whenever if you just let us help you, it would.
Yeah, I think I was just more so looking for permission to be confident now that I'm looking at it.
If you want permission to be confident, talk to me.
I know. I love your videos. I love what you have to say. Seriously, it's been helping me so much in more areas than just this.
Thank you. I really hope that it does help. I was going to use that hashtag CCPP, communicate with people, create a dream with them, help them plan it, and partner in them with it. That's what we do with this and in life, in every area of life. Anybody else have questions? Because if you guys want to start asking, do you share with somebody? Yes, share with your upline that you've done 40 ask in 48 hours and tell them you were told that you would get a great price, and tell them that you won.
Okay, I have Devin tomorrow at 1. I will let her know I'm done.
Okay, you tell her, and she'll be happy to give it to you. Tell her I said she would be.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else have questions, or do you feel like you're empowered and have a list and know what to do? You've got your events. You're going to start posting on social media. You're going to funnel into your virtual, funnel into your in-person. You're going to ask. You're going to get feedback. And when you get a no, ask people, what do you say now? Guys, formulate what you think you would say so that you start challenging your brain to develop that skill set. Okay? Don't just throw it back and say, tell me what you would say, because I do that a lot, and I'm a little bit of an enabler in that way, and I just say, I'd say this, this, this. Tell me what you would say. That's going to help you learn more. I will do the next Take a Look, Larissa, when you guys give me another appointment that you need to do one with. I'm going to bow out of doing any tomorrow because I'm going to go enjoy this island tomorrow. But I would be available on Tuesday afternoon, evening to be able to do more, or Wednesday or Thursday. So if you guys shoot me some times, I'll be happy to let you know when I'm available.
Thank you, Carleeta, for doing all these Take a Look calls. It's been super helpful.
You are welcome, Katie. I hope it's helping you guys to start a conversation with people. And your job, you guys, when I get these, when we do them big, is that you're going to need to know how to discuss obstacles and hesitations with people, and put us in group messages with your people so that we are part of that conversation if you don't feel confident in how to do it. And that way we can help you overcome those hesitations and not you accept their first no. Okay? Okay. I will get off of here. Thank you guys for hopping on and letting us help you. I really hope that this is something that just empowers you all to go get your calendars full for March. Okay? You've got a gift to share, you guys. Don't let anyone make you feel apologetic for that at all. Feel sorry for them, not you.
Thank you, Carleeta.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To have you girls here. Okay, Sophia, we'll hop on and chat right after this. If you have something, we'll go over it. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.